Welcome to Global Warming Unveiled: How Rising Temperatures Disrupt Weather Patterns. In this video, we will explore the critical ways in which climate change is reshaping our planet's weather systems. From altered precipitation patterns and intensified extreme weather events to the rise of heat waves and the impact on ocean currents, we'll uncover the interconnected effects of global warming. Additionally, we will delve into the alarming consequences of melting polar ice and rising sea levels, along with how these changes disrupt seasonal rhythms and affect economies and communities worldwide. Join us as we shed light on this pressing issue facing humanity today. 1. Altered precipitation patterns. Global warming is increasingly recognized for its role in altering precipitation patterns worldwide. As temperatures rise, some regions are experiencing more rainfall, while others are facing prolonged droughts. This inconsistency in precipitation can lead to severe flooding, soil erosion, and water shortages. The implications for agriculture are particularly dire, as crops rely on consistent rainfall patterns for growth. Water supply systems are also at risk, with communities facing either excess water or severe scarcity. In areas prone to heavy rainfall, the increased water can overwhelm existing infrastructure, leading to devastating floods. Conversely, in drought-stricken regions, the lack of water can lead to crop failures and economic losses. 2. Intensified extreme weather events. The rise in global temperatures is also linked to the intensification of extreme weather events. Hurricanes, heat waves, and heavy storms are becoming more frequent and severe. Research indicates that hurricanes are growing stronger due to warmer ocean waters, which provide more energy for these storms. Heat waves, too, are occurring more often and lasting longer, posing significant risks to human health and safety. The increased frequency of such events can strain emergency response systems and cause significant damage to infrastructure. Moreover, heavy storms can lead to landslides and other natural disasters, further endangering communities. As these extreme weather events become more common, the need for robust mitigation and adaptation strategies becomes critical. 3. Heat waves on the rise. The frequency and duration of heat waves have seen a marked increase due to global warming. These prolonged periods of extreme heat can have devastating effects on human health, agriculture, and ecosystems. Heat waves can lead to heat-related illnesses and even fatalities, particularly among vulnerable populations such as the elderly and those with pre-existing health conditions. Agriculture suffers as crops wilt under the intense heat, leading to reduced yields and food shortages. Ecosystems, too, struggle to adapt, with some species facing extinction as their habitats become inhospitable. The economic consequences are significant, with losses in agriculture and increased healthcare costs placing a burden on society. 4. Impact on ocean currents. Ocean currents play a vital role in regulating the global climate, and changes in temperature can disrupt these currents. Such disruptions can lead to unusual climate events, impacting weather patterns worldwide. For example, altered ocean currents can affect monsoon seasons, leading to unpredictable rainfall patterns in regions reliant on monsoon rains. Fisheries, too, are at risk, as changes in ocean currents can affect the distribution and abundance of marine life. The disruption of ocean currents also has broader implications for global climate, as these currents help to distribute heat around the planet. As these systems become more erratic, the effects on global climate and weather patterns will become increasingly pronounced. 5. Melting polar ice and rising sea levels. One of the most visible effects of global warming is the melting of polar ice caps and glaciers, leading to rising sea levels. This rise in sea levels increases the risk of coastal flooding and erosion, threatening habitats and human settlements. Coastal communities are particularly vulnerable, with rising waters encroaching on homes and infrastructure. The loss of ice also has broader implications for global climate, as polar ice plays a critical role in reflecting sunlight and regulating temperatures. As sea levels continue to rise, the risk of displacement for millions of people increases, with significant social and economic consequences. The loss of polar ice also impacts marine ecosystems, with species reliant on ice habitats facing extinction. 6. Disruption of seasonal patterns. changes in temperature due to global warming are affecting seasonal cycles, leading to mismatches in plant blooming, animal breeding, and migration patterns. For instance, warmer springs can lead to earlier flowering of plants, which may not coincide with the life cycles of pollinators. This can have cascading effects on ecosystems, as plants and animals struggle to adapt to the altered timing. Migratory species, too, may find their routes disrupted, leading to population declines. The disruption of seasonal patterns also affects agriculture, as crops may not mature at the right time, leading to reduced yields. These changes have far-reaching implications for biodiversity and ecological balance. 7. Economic and social impacts. The disruption of weather patterns due to global warming has significant economic and social impacts. Agriculture, fishing, and tourism are particularly vulnerable, with climate-related disasters leading to economic losses. In developing countries, the effects are even more pronounced, with vulnerable communities facing increased food insecurity and displacement. The economic costs of climate-related disasters can be staggering, with recovery efforts placing a strain on resources. Socially, the impacts are equally significant, with communities facing displacement and loss of livelihoods. As global warming continues to disrupt weather patterns, the need for effective adaptation and mitigation strategies becomes more urgent.